everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for our main event of the evening. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. This should be a good one tonight. Both fighters say they are primed, coming off a very intense and passionate training camp.
Across the ring, coming out of Detroit, the Brown Bomber, Lewis.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
First round underway in this scheduled 10-rounder. And there he is scoring with the right hand. Lewis is in a tough spot right now. Boy, he got rocked. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. You know, his opponent's doing a good job of just being patient now and looking for that one good shot.
Well, you know, the landscape of this business, the history of this business is littered with guys that they've had someone hurt, they get a little careless, they get caught. He better watch out that he doesn't get put on that landscape.
Teddy, the expectation in a matchup like this, a power puncher versus power puncher, is that the fight's not going to last long. But what if it does? Then what?
The guy with less power is going to win because he's a guy that has a reserve in a place that he's ready to go to in case the power's not there.
Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. 90 seconds to go here in this round. You see what happens when he commits to the uppercut. Look at that. Great work there.
Let's shake it off.
Flush right hand to the body. What impact from that uppercut by Lewis. And he just turns that hook up top, and it does damage. Nice work to the midsection with the left. Lewis's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success.
Finish with the hook.
Good combination to the body. Final 10 seconds of round number one. And we come to the end of round number one. Lewis's cut man is going to earn his pay for sure. That is a bad gash.
And I'm wondering what he's using in there. You know, you can only use certain things, Avitine, adrenaline, and thrombin. I'm wondering if he's using legal things right now because that's the kind of cut that tempts you to use crazy glue.
Now listen, he threw a wide punch and he caught you. Now tighten up your punches, all right? He's looking for that.
Well, he got caught by a lucky punch in that last round. It did do some damage, but now you can tell he's right back where he wants to be, fresh and ready as we start this round.
I don't take lightly when a guy gets dropped, but you know what? I think he was more embarrassed than he was hurt.
Accurate jab brings the right hand. That's a razor-sharp uppercut by Lewis. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Look at the mess in the ring right now. Lewis's cut is just painting himself red.
Yeah, it's a good thing. At least we think that judges are not influenced by the way a fighter looks. Because if they were, no rounds are going in his favor.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Now his opponent got away from that uppercut. Well placed, straight right hand. Halfway through round number two. Able to cover up that gut. Nice work with the overhand right. And right from the start, he's throwing the power punches and landing them.
I think he has a date. He wants to get to it.
Good return fire that time. Doubles up the jab. That right hand serving well. Lewis's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Good effective work with that straight right hand. Good solid shots with the combo downstairs. How about a return to sender with the left hand? He scores with the jab. Lewis's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? End of the round here. You can see the fans really enjoying themselves tonight. You know, Teddy, I think maybe more so than any other sport, boxing fans are not just passionate like in other sports, but they are smart and savvy. They know the game inside and out.
Well, they follow the contestants. They do understand the parameters of the game. And you know what? They come here and they kind of demand from those fighters the performance that they expect from them. If they expect a guy to box, you hear them every once in a while saying, hey, come on, you know, let's get that jab working. They act like coaches sometimes.
More than one punch downstairs, that can be damaging. A solid, true uppercut by Lewis. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Scores up top with a left. Way to block there. And a well-targeted combination by Lewis. Halfway through this round. Lewis has done a good job there offensively scoring with that left hand. He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Lewis. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counterpunching.
Well, the old timers used to say, when you're calm in there, when you're in control in there, you can make it do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
This is what they worked on in training camp. Another good combo by Lewis. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. You know, that jab is so basic, so simple, but as you can see, so very effective for him early on in this fight.
Yeah, well, he's telling his opponent, you're not coming onto my property. You know, I have a dog here, and this dog bites.
That's as good as it gets right there. A crushing uppercut by Lewis. And the round comes to an end.
That's it. I need another round.
The beginning of round 4, a chance to look at the scorecards. And Teddy, you like what he's done so far early, a clean sweep of all 3 rounds.
Yeah, a couple of rounds were close, but on the inside, when both of them had their chance to separate a little bit, he was the one who made the right decision to punch.
A solid uppercut by Lewis. Well-placed, well-timed combo up top.
Pace yourself. It's all right. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Gotta be accurate to send the combination to the body, and he does that. Able to place the right hand in there. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Lewis has landed a good, solid combination. Doing well on the outside. Lewis's inability to get away from his opponent's right hand is costing him.
He continues to pull straight back, and he's still in the path of the punch.
Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. He scores with the jab there. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor.
Clincy.
Good fundamental. Did you see that? Lewis is down. That combination floored him.
One, two, three.
He gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
There's There's a good right hand. Good doubling up with a jab by Lewis. That is a sharp uppercut by Lewis. And that's the end of round 4. Lewis is, well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they buy some time here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock and not get caught on that cut anymore.
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
You know, he did a very nice job of finishing up that. He put the third punch in there and landed the combination. Little head hunting with the left.
Work the body, work that body.
Scored well up top. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Lewis is so dangerous with that accuracy. A 2-punch combination lands. You see, he comes over the top with that right hand. A real solid shot. There's an excellent combination by Lewis. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. A stinging uppercut by Lewis. Well, you can just mark down another round for him there with this accurate, precise punching. How does his opponent escape from that?
You got to use feints. You know, feints is really the Achilles heel to timing. I mean, you feint him and you throw his timing off. You let him think something's coming, but guess what? It's not coming.
That right hand serving him well. I know it's good to throw a lot of punches, but it's better to do what we're seeing out of him right now, and that's land when you throw.
Yeah, he's making everything count. He's putting everything out there for a purpose, placing punches beautifully.
Focus, focus.
Lands a big hook. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Not able to connect with the uppercut. Halfway through round 6. Good body shot. The right hand came home.
Left, right, come on, baby. Looking good.
Little volume punching to the body there. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Lewis. Lewis is doing really well on the outside, utilizing his jab. Good shot to the head with that right hand. Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. And that's the end of round 6. We hear about guys being calm and cool when the pressure's on. With that eye completely shut, the pressure is on.
Yeah, this is where you're really ultimately being tested as a fighter, as a human being, as a man.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man. Completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been. Lewis is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Scores well to the head with the right hand. Lewis has clearly found something that he likes, and it's that uppercut on the inside.
Yeah, what he needs to find is something on top of it, though, because the head comes up. Well, when the head's up, put a couple right on top.
Now he's putting his punches together, the combination upstairs. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Nice work with the uppercut. He got hit, but he sends it right back. At the halfway point of round 7.
Combo.
Lewis is showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. Wow, what an uppercut. A little 1-2, jab, followed by the cross. To the head he goes with a left hand. Boy, sharp 2-punch combination by Lewis. Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. And that's the end of round 7. As we open up round 8, we look at Teddy's scorecard, and it is much the same. All these rounds now starting to just blur together. They're taking the same exact form. One guy dominating the other.
Yeah, and the one who's dominating, why should he change? Of course he's not going to change. All the emphasis, all the burden now is on the opponent. He's got to change something.
Commits to the straight right. Lewis is showing a little bit of a defensive shell, but Teddy, I'm seeing punches still getting through and splitting that guard.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, Joe, when you put those earmuffs on, but you don't move your head. Some of them are going to get through, and just as importantly, you handcuff yourself, so your opponent is going to stay in there a little bit longer, knowing that nothing's coming back right away.
Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the head shot.
Guard your head.
The halfway point of round number 8.
Moving enough. Come on now, move.